Petrochemical and energy show in Secunda this afternoon. Sorry, I just had to snip something out there. Just so in front of me, I've got Aliyah and Cheryl, and they from Efficient Staffing Solutions. I was reading through this pamphlet now. So you guys are obviously in the HR space, huh?
Yes, we're actually a labor sourcing company.
Absolutely. So maybe you want to just tell us where you guys come from, how long you've been in the industry.
Well, for me, I've been in the industry for 20 years.
Okay.
We have offices our head office is in Bedfordview. We have an office in Sasolburg. We have an office in Klerksdorp. I come from the Secunda branch. I'm based here. So we've been in business quite a while.
And you guys supply mostly in the petrochemical space, or what is or is it any industry?
Any industry, predominantly in the petrochemical industry for most of our client base is inside Sasol. So, but we go all over and all nationwide, even international.
Oh, so it's not only you're listening net local. You guys go.
No,
we
go
play international.
Wherever we need it, we go there.
Okay, and then mostly in your kind of customers are kind of in the blue chip space, so it's there's a whole lot of requirements and you do all that pre-screening work prior to, and then sending them, engaging with them, understanding what they're about, understanding their strategy, and then bringing staffing solutions into their space. That's
correct. Yes, we do everything. We outsource the correct candidate the suitable candidate for the companies. We send through the paperwork, we do their screening, we make sure we get the best person for your business.
Best candidates that fit there, because I think it's also there's one thing about finding the right person with the right credentials or the right how can I say it, education, right, but it's also to finding, does he fit that culture?
That's correct, yes.
Because if you don't have that key relationship as a human resource agent inside that space, it can be 100% the right educated person, but it's like petrol and a flash.
That's very true. That is very true, yes.
Yeah.
So we go through all of that. The screening gets done by us. And then, of course, working with Sasol for a very long time, we know what their requirements are. We know their safety standards. So we make sure that we do source the correct candidates. We adhere to their safety rules and regulations. So we not only just source the labor, we do everything from the payroll to the HR.
Oh, okay.
We do all of that. So we basically take all the stress away from the companies.
Mm-hmm.
So we put the people on, we do everything. You have to sit back and just enjoy. If you're not happy with the candidates, then we will replace the candidates.
So there's obviously conflict resolution inside that as well. So if there's something that happens and it goes... that you have to manage the person out of the company, because let's face it, in today's rock and roll world, these kind of things happen. So there might be a misfit or something happened, right? So you have that full HR-IR relationship and understanding how to be able to manage those situations, and I suppose the legal side for both parties, and make sure that because Definitely. I think that in that there's a kind of reputational thing to say that, you know what, I have to, in this case, I'm for my candidate. In this case, I'm for my customer. And
Definitely.
So it's a very balancing wheel or a balancing cycle.
And, we're working with different cultures. It's very diverse. So, there's a lot of space for trial and error and all of that. So we know we have to deal with all of that. And in HR, you're dealing directly with human resources and all of that.
So it sounds like you've been in the industry long enough to be able to step through those stepping stones. And your colleague here,
Aliyah, she's part of our business development team. She's been with our company for a few years as well.
Okay, all right. So maybe she wants to have one or two words and let us know. Yeah, she's skrikkerig. Moenie skrikkerig wees nie. We don't bite. So you're a business development.
Yes, I seek for new potential clients for our company.
Okay, and so you've got your key customers or key client list, and you manage off that. And
yes, I keep the clients happy, and as well as working hand in hand with our site agents to ensure that all employees are also happy on site.
And just something maybe. So in Sasol, we kind of know there's permanent employees, and then when they have a shutdown, they're looking for a huge amount of people and skills to come in for a short period of time, and then move on, and then come back in 2 years' time when they do it again.
Yes.
And so it's rinse and repeat type of thing. So I think that makes up a lot of your business development time, is understanding what the needs are for this particular shut, or there's a change in the technology, so therefore it's a different skill that's required, and you manage all of that kind of environment.
Yes, that's correct. And also from what the clients need, from your basic conditions, your NBCI and your MEIVC. So all of those rates and things I sort out for the clients.
Okay, so you guys are a one-stop shop for not only for Sasol but for the industry that you guys work in. I saw there's aviation and a whole lot of things. So at the show today, you guys are focusing more on the petrochemical in where you guys fit in. But maybe a bit more about the total company. Where I know that you specifically, Sherilyn, in this environment and petrochemical. Can you talk around the other stuff? Your aviation side and that kind of stuff. Not really. Maybe I've. All right. So anyway, thanks very much. I think that that this is a fine line industry, but but what I can see just from your profile, it's a far-reaching profile, and you guys service this industry well, and you understand your customer. Excellent. So thanks very much for joining us, and wishing you well for the rest of the show.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
very
having
much.
us.
Cheers.